Potions #9. If you feel it, then I need to know. Love potion. When's the last time? Dressed to the nine, everything shine. Come alive in the nighttime. Sipping that wine, roses, taking our time. Poses, mine all mine. Chosen. Do your two-step one time, then hold it. Do your two-step 2 times if you living your life like it's golden. Let's get closer, let's get cozy. Rest your shoulders, stress you holding. Let things go, let's find an ocean. Dip your toes in. Yeah, refresh your soul, it's X's and O's. You live and you learn, that's questions and goals. The ups and downs, the yeses and nos. The cucks and clowns, the X's and O's. The background, tell me what I need to know. Second round, I like my tequila cold. Yeah, if you feel it, then I need to know. Baby, if you feel it, then I need to know. Mama, if you feel it, then I need to know. If you feel it, then I need to.
Love potion.
Feel it, then I need to know, baby. If you feel it, then I need to know, mama. If you feel it, then I need to know, If you feel it, then I need to.
I've been feeling you all over me, can't stop, won't stop. I'm loving this energy. I'm loving what you're doing to me, baby. How you get me going crazy.
You ain't gotta worry about them, baby, we winning. Crush linen, shitting on all these other women. Just kidding, you a dime to all these pennies. I'm smitten, looking at you like sky's the limit. And the symmetry is crazy, the energy amazing. The chemistry is hotter than blazes. You don't gotta chase it, ain't nothing about it basic. Off to the races, I catch a couple court cases, nothing to play with. That other shit in poor taste, stuck in the matrix. We let them other boys hate, then up in the pavement. Other bitches for the streets, they come from the pavement, If you feeling me, to say it. Yeah, if you feel it, then I need to know, baby. If you feel it, then I need to know, mama. If you feel it, then I need to know, If you feel it, then I need to.
The liquor really hit me. She's feeling good to me. Honestly, you got what I need. One sip was all it ever.
If you feel it, then I need to know. Love potions #9. If you feel it, then I need to know. Love potion. When's the last time? Dressed to the nine. Everything shine. Come alive in the nighttime. Sipping that wine. Roses. Taking our time. Poses. Mine all mine. Chosen. Do your two-step one time, then hold it. Do your two-step 2 times if you living your life like it's golden. Let's get closer, let's get cozy. Rest your shoulders, stress you holding. Let things go, let's find an ocean. Dip your toes in. Yeah, refresh your soul, it's X's and O's. You live and you learn, that's questions and goals. The ups and downs, the yeses and nos. The cucks and clowns, the X's and O's. The background, tell me what I need to know. Second round, I like my tequila cold. Yeah, if you feel it, then I need to know, baby. If you feel it, then I need to know, mama. If you feel it, then I need to know, If you feel it, then I need to.
Love potion. Now you're telling me you are mine. Love potion.
If you feel it, then I need to know, baby. If you feel it, then I need to know, mama. If you feel it, then I need to know, If you feel it, then I need to.
I've been feeling you all over me, can't stop, won't stop. I'm loving this energy. I'm loving what you do to me. Baby, how you get me going crazy.
You ain't gotta worry about them, baby, we winning. Crush lineage, and on all these other women. Just kidding, you a dime to all these pennies. I'm smitten, looking at you like sky's the limit. And the symmetry is crazy, the energy amazing. The chemistry is hotter than blazes. You don't gotta chase it, ain't nothing about it basic. Off to the races. I catch a couple court cases, nothing to play with. That other shit in poor taste, stuck in the matrix. We let them other boys hate it, up in the pavement. Other bitches for the streets, they come from the pavement, huh? If you feeling me, to say it, yeah. If you feel it, then I need to know, baby. If you feel it, then I need to know, mama. If you feel it, then I need to know, huh? If you feel it, then I need to.
The liquor really hit me. She's feeling good to me. Honestly, you got what I need. One sip was all it ever took. Now you got me.
Hey.
Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed it, make sure you subscribe, like, share, comment.
That was the only one and only Fat. This is my homie. We get into him. Y'all know what it is. This is Bossy V in the building. We back stronger than ever. You know, I took a little breaky. You know, how to get my mind right. You always got to take care of yourself. I always tell everybody, take care of yourself. Use your voice. Advocate for yourself. Mental health is very important. You know, utilize that. If you know someone's going through shit, holler at them. You know what I'm saying? We don't promise tomorrow. We need to understand that you got to humble yourself sometimes, even to your haters. Trust me, your haters help you build who you are today. Don't ever think a hater's gonna take you down because of such and such. No, you are God's child. Know that. Pray every day. All right, because I pray every day. All right, y'all don't know nothing about me, but I do. I pray every day. I thank God every day. I want y'all to always thank God every day. Push yourself. Keep grinding. You see somebody who's homeless, you need a home, a place to stay. Let me know. I got sources, shelters. Take care of yourselves, for real, for real. Mental health is very important to me, and I really try to push that a lot for a lot of artists because we go through our shit, you know what I'm saying? Don't ever think we perfect. We not. We the same way. We bleed the same. Support is free. It's never religious or racist. All right? And now, my boy Fat. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
This is like home section right now.
Yeah.
Like, he knows the drill. What's good, yo?
I'm glad to be back. I'm loving it. I'm glad to be back. I'm enjoying it already. We just got here. Sorry, I'm a little bit behind, but we're making it happen. I'm grateful. I appreciate you for having me back on the show again.
Of course. You know what is the vibes. We always vibed. And when I first started talking to you and getting to know you and actually feeling your vibe of music, you really do remind me of Rick Ross, like the vibe of it. You know, like not the style, because people be getting that shit all twisted. No, I'm not comparing you to an artist. I'm just saying the vibes that you bring, like the old school. I love it. I love it. You know, I always fuck with you hard. When I first met you, you was on QS Radio, and then you was I think Raw Zone. Shout out to Katie and them. And I was like, yeah, I really gotta get in contact with him. And shit, as soon as I saw you, I started following you. You know, I appreciate who you are. You grinding so freaking. You guys don't understand. You gotta follow him to know, to understand. Like, he's been going and going and going, and it just doesn't stop. Like, every day I get bloop 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 back. Bloop, bloop, bloop. And I love it. I love to see
that's how you gotta be.
Right. Yes, and you help me as an artist, you know, build. You know, you help me grow too. You know what I'm saying? The vibes you bring, the grind, you don't give up. And that helps me as an artist too, or as a person in general. Like, you have no chill, and I like it.
And that's really what it's all about. You know what I mean? I think at the core, I just feel like if I can do it, anybody can do it. You know what I mean? If I can put in the work, anybody can put in the work. And if I can get on, Voices of an Artist, you know what I mean? Then anybody can if you really putting in the effort and you really a cool person and you talk to Bossy V like you got some sense and all that good stuff. You know what I mean? So I like that. Like that's really one of my core values is just like showing other people that being exactly who you are and putting it out there will pay off in the long run. You know what I mean? The people that are supposed to be there will flock to you. So.
Yeah, exactly. Like you don't understand. Like it's not easy to be who you are sometimes because people be just testing the waters, and when they do that, it's like, I fuck with you hard, but now it's like I can't.
Right.
Like it's no, how they say, what's the saying? You know that fucking saying. What is that fucking saying? It's no hard feelings.
Oh
You
yeah.
know,
Yeah.
It's no
You just
hard
gotta
feelings, but
sometimes you gotta make the tough choices.
I just gotta see you like I see every season, once a year.
Sometimes you gotta love people
because obviously, yes, and it's okay. It's okay to set boundaries. It is what it is. It's just as long as y'all two adults or whatever, and just keep it pushing. Nobody shaded nobody, and that's it. But nowadays, people can't even fucking do that. They just want to run their mouths. I'm like, damn. Now everybody wants to run their mouths like bitches and shit. Excuse my language, kids, if you're watching. This is me, real me. Now let's get into this track, Potion number 9. Hold up. You've been spitting a lot of knowledge in your music, and now this love. What? Yes, do tell me about this.
This joint is definitely outside of my norm. Like, a lot of the people that listen to me know I just hit them with bars. But usually at the top of the year around this time, especially coming up on Valentine's Day, I try to switch it up and do something a little more lovey-dovey, a little more intimate. You know what I mean? Give the couples and the lovebirds a little bit of something to enjoy and dance to or listen to or vibe to or whatever the case may be. So that's what this was. And I enjoyed how it came out. Fun fact, I shot the video in my living room and it came out, a lot better than I expected it to be honest with you. So I'm proud of it. You know what I mean? I'm excited about it. And I love how it came out. I like the vibe of it. It's just different. But don't worry, I got bars coming. You know what I mean? I got the hard bars coming back this year too, but I just want to do something a little bit different.
I can't wait. But what are you talking about? Those were bars too. You were just banging it. You was doing your thing, all right?
Right.
It's really
right.
nice to be diverse. Like I like that you try something new. It's really cool that you can do that. And not most artists are willing to do that because they're stuck in one zone because nobody taught them that you can actually stretch your arms. You could stretch your arms to hug. You could stretch your arms for other things. You know what I'm saying? So it's really dope to see you like really growing. You've been growing really on me a lot. I fuck with you hard, your music. I like the fact that you make sense. Because
you know what? I get that one
shit,
kind of a lot.
yeah.
I get that one a lot. People are like, yo, it's refreshing that I can actually hear the words that you're saying. So I get that one quite often, believe it or not. It's a different one.
Yes.
That's
How has it been for you? Like, fatherhood, dealing with the kids and stuff like that and family time. I always ask you how you feeling and stuff because, we go through our shit, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes we gotta take a pause for a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, how are you feeling? Like, what's been up? You know what I'm saying? Since the time we spoke, I know you've been grinding like heavy, like crazy. I love it. I enjoyed it watching you, and you know, you keep pushing yourself. Like, how are you feeling, bro?
Um, so first of all, since the last time we talked, I definitely feel a lot better because everything kind of just has been on an upswing lately. Last time we talked, it was kind of in one of them valleys. They say life has peaks and valleys. I was definitely in a valley moment the last time we talked. So now we climbing the hill. We going back up. You know what I mean? The charts are going back up again. So that's a good thing. It's always hard work though. You know what I mean? It's a lot of planning. I do a lot of the stuff by myself, or maybe with like one, maybe two other people involved at a time. So it can get real complicated to delegate and to juggle everything. Still got to come home, cook dinner, play the board games. Spend time with my son, let him know I care and that I'm there and I'm available. And then at the same time, I got to come up with my show schedules and bookings and shipping and merch ideas and graphic design services, and there's all kinds of stuff. So I say there's a lot of moving parts. So it's a challenge, but it's not like a challenge that I'm not used to. This is something that I've been doing for a little while now, and so I pretty much know what to expect. And so I'm trying to build on that so I can maybe stop knowing what they expect so much and have a little more surprises come my way as I build up a little bit more. But for right now, it's really just building the systems so that I can perform how I need to perform, maybe without as big of a team as some other people might have.
Yeah, I can see it, and I'm so happy everything just went. You can hear me now? All right, here we go. I
Oh
said it's
yeah,
really
yeah.
dope that that from the time we spoke, everything just started uplifting. That's God right there, bro. I told you.
Oh yeah.
Listen, that's God right there. I told you since day one when we started talking. I told you a lot of good things are going to happen to you because the simple fact, not because I'm Miss Know It All or I'm like some psychic or whatever. It's like that. I have a lot of empath in me. I have a lot of empathy, and
Right.
when we talk and vibe in conversation, doesn't matter if we're like verbally talking or we're just texting. It was a whole vibe. You know what I'm saying? It was like the energy was just really dope and strong, and I was like, "Yo, you're gonna blow up because the simple fact that you're humble." You know what I'm saying? And the way you treat situations. You don't put it to the point where it's personal. You know what I'm saying? You don't play follow the leader. You know what I'm saying? You are a leader. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like you pretty much you leading by the example. People need to like take fucking notes, like for real.
Right.
Because the more you focus on your craft, whatever the hell you doing, doesn't matter if it's singing, whatever type of business you're running in general, and you're trying to reach these fantastic goals, it should be on that,
Mhm.
not making this whole novela like a whole fucking bonchinchera type of showcase, like bruh. Like,
And,
where's the work? All I
right.
hear is chirping. Yeah. And you can see in your craft, your work, you've been really focused. And I'm super proud of you. Just know that. Like I really see a lot of good things coming your way. And I meant it the first time, and I'm always telling you, you're a dope person. And I get that energy and I adore it. And I appreciate you. For rocking with me. And I think it was you, my first artist that came on here. I believe so because I was like, you popped the cherry. You popped the podcast cherry. I remember that was funny. I was like, yeah.
Stuff like that
um,
means more. Stuff like that means a lot to me. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
some of the people that follow me might think, that I'm just all about me and I'm, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but that I'm just real self-centered, you know what I mean? But like, I like helping other people. I like giving other people, you know, things to look forward to and things to add to their own situation, and you know, and I do take a lot of stuff to heart that I might not necessarily show, and sometimes it does come out. But I mean, I appreciate that people are inspired and can see that I'm just me. You know what I mean? I feel like keep doing you. Somebody gonna feel it. So I try not to be a character, you know what I mean? To where I gotta get on and fake it and pretend like everything is glitz and glamour all the time. Like I can just show up, be who I am, you know what I mean? And if you don't rock with it, cool. Go ahead and weed yourself out so you don't add extra work onto my machine that's already moving. But same time for the people that are there and do resonate and do relate, you know what I mean? I can really appreciate that. Like people like you know what I mean? I can appreciate that because it's genuine. Like I'm not pretending to be Rick Ross. You know what I mean? I'm just me. You catch the vibe, I catch your vibe, and now we rocking. You know what I mean? So that's really what it's all about for me. With all the money and all the royalties and the paperwork and all that aside, it's really about that connection to where two energies meet. You know what I mean? And can relate and can connect. You know what I mean?
For real, it's always been a fucking vibe, and I know when to give people their flowers for me, and it doesn't bother me too, because that's what goes around nowadays, where it bothers people, that beautiful energy, So, but I'll be saying that's that devil talking. That's what it is, and I reciprocate what you give me. You know what I'm saying? I give you the same energy you give me. You give me love. You give me honesty. You give me a whole vibe. I'm going to give you the same. You know what I'm saying? Which is common sense, And that's what it is. And I'm super, totally vibing with all your fucking music. I was playing it, a long time ago before I took my little break and stuff. And I was like, damn. I gotta see what he up to because I got plans. I really do. With this podcast I want to expand it even more because right now I'm actually waiting for them to fix the radio station thing for me, and it's gonna be by the end of this month or so. We're gonna go global.
Yes.
And I want, yeah. And I want to be able to put you guys on, and this is something big because I'm not asking for nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just asking you to show up.
For the culture.
You know what I'm saying? Yes, that's what I'm asking. You know what I'm saying? And I super fuck with everybody, vibe, and especially yours, and it's gonna be global. Like when I say global, your shit's gonna be streaming. Like you're gonna have streams coming up. Yes, and it's perfect. And I can't wait. I'm gonna do a whole party, like a whole party mix playlist. I gotta talk to one of my DJ friends. I gotta get a hold of him because I know I told him that I was gonna hit him up, but I'll be so fucking since this year hit, I've been pushing. And I've been writing. I've been doing school and stuff like that. And I just been pushing, and I kept thinking yo, I want to bring this big, and I want you a part of it. And I was saying the people that actually supported me through these times and needs that I was going through, and also who've been helping me push myself as an artist too. It's my appreciation. I'm gonna do an artist event showcase. I want to bring Voices of an Artist to that limit now. Yes. And the way I want to do it, it's not going to be this year. I'm planning it, though. It's not going to be next year. If it were next year, what I'm going to do is probably do the virtual ones first, see how it goes, see how everybody's vibing. But the only requirement is you got to have a microphone and, a little speaker. If you could get one, so that way they can hear you when you're rapping and stuff like that, doing your thing, and then I'm gonna do like a virtual showcase first. Let's try that out.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's free of charge, free promo. It's like it's gonna be dope. And the way I'm calling it is Voices of an Artist. Ready?
I'm
Voices
waiting.
of an
Drum roll.
artist, yes, artistry audition event.
Okay.
It's gonna be
I
two of
like
them.
it.
It's gonna be one for that, and then one for and one for artist development. And the way I'm gonna do it is catering. I'm gonna have catering. Food is free. The venue, I'm gonna hook it up. I got places I want to go to. You know what I'm saying? And I know people, so it's like people know people, and I know people, and it's gonna be really fucking dope. Everything's gonna be paid for. The only thing the only concerns that y'all gonna have is only the vendors, because obviously the vendors are vendors and they sell things, and that's their stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. Is respectful grind. So yeah, and gonna be a 420 event, of course.
Hey.
And it's gonna be pretty, yes. So it's gonna be like hello, food and munchies. Like, come on now, like it's gonna go well. And the food is
Yes.
free. That's the only thing that's like you're not even gonna hurt y'all pockets. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all always getting things taken from you. You know what I'm saying? And it's about the culture. And people forget the culture. People forget what it was. You know what I'm saying? And this is my way of giving back to the culture. I want people to be comfortable. I want people to be able to have a vibe. Yes.
And I think it's coming full circle.
I would love for you to,
Sorry.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, you good. Yeah.
But yeah, I was just saying, I feel like it's coming back full circle where people are starting to think more about the culture. You know what I mean? People are wanting to get more of that exposure to the culture more so than just, oh, this is just music, or oh, this person, again, a character or a gimmick. You know what I mean? People are really starting to want to feel something. You know what I mean? They want to dance. You know what I mean? They want to cry. They want to be happy and joyous. Like, they want to feel something in the music again. And so I'm loving that. I'm loving that.
Yeah, I'm loving it too. Every time I see like different styles of music, and they be bringing it back to the 90s, and I just love it. People don't understand that what goes through my mind is just nothing but music. No cap, like melodies. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I think about, like, is melodies. And it helps me get through my days. And the fact that I can actually experience it, and and I get to meet cool people like you and stuff like, it's like really dope. Like, I want to give back to the culture, and this is a perfect opportunity. And I want all the artists that been through shit be there, in terms of, people always stealing their music or talking shit about them. And, it goes down a whole motherfucking line.
Yeah.
And I want them to have a safe zone, to feel safe. I want them to be happy because they did that. They run their shit to a place where they could be themselves. There's no stereotyping. There's none of that. You know what I'm saying? And there's gonna be photography there, and it's also I want to put I'm actually gonna do free photo shoots for everybody to come. Get your little portfolio done. Y'all could do it there. I want to try to bring some podcasters that I deal with, like radio stations that I do. I want them to come there to showcase their shit there. Like, I want them to vibe with me. You know what I'm saying? I want them to be able to showcase their business. That's what I want. That's a definite plan, and that's what I've been planning and thinking about. And the last conversation we had was about stuff like that. We was talking about you have a business too, as well as you do your music.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about that. Like, how's that going? Like, what's the new stuff you got going on when it comes to your business besides music wise?
Um, so this year I'm trying to do more. Well, first I'm trying to do different merch drops. So like I have my like 4 core designs on my website, and I'm trying to do a variant for each design. So like right now I have the Heartbreak stuff out, and Heartbreak is probably my most popular design, and I try to do a variant of it, or I did do a variant of it where it's called Heartbreak Healing, and it's like it's got the Band-Aid on it. I don't know. You got to check out my website to see it. I'mTheFatBoy.com. So I'm trying to do variants on merch. I'm getting my shows together. I'm trying to do some road shows. I'll be performing. My next show is March 2nd in Greensboro here in North Carolina. And then I'm trying my best to put together, like you said, a virtual concert, a virtual performance. Jam online concert. I've done it in the past a few times. It started in 2020. I didn't do one last year, so I'm kind of trying to bring it back this year. I'm trying to do it a little bit different. I'm trying to do a lot more stuff in house. I'm big on cutting out the middleman. I'm just mostly because I don't like having to like wait and plan around other people. A lot of the times, there are times where I have an idea or a concept or something, and I want to get that out, and I don't necessarily want to pay $1,000 and wait 6 weeks. You know what I mean? To meet up and shoot and then edit and all that. Like sometimes I want to just get it done. So I've been trying to do more stuff in house. Um, paperwork. So media based, ASCAP, all that good stuff. Registering shows, artists, you definitely want to do that. I tell artists all the time, even if you're doing open mics, if you have a PRO, BMI, ASCAP, CSAC, there's actually a couple new ones that I'm not 100% familiar with yet, but if you register your shows on there, even your open mics, you can get a little bit of royalties on the back end, and it might not be a lot, but you talking better than a few Spotify streams for an open mic performance. So paperwork all the time. My first road show, Newark, New Jersey, April 13th. Shout out Hood Hibachi. Yeah, there's a lot of moving parts going on. That's why I tell people all the time, like there's always something going on that I gotta kind of put my attention on and get the planning going and talking to people and networking and making it happen. So yeah, that's what we got going on as of right now. I got some sponsorship opportunities if anybody's interested, because a lot of this stuff costs. Um, so hit me up if you want to find out more about that. I ain't gonna go too deep into that. It's a lot of moving parts, you know what I mean? And we still in February, so I know once the summer starts going and I got shows lined up like I want to, and I got a venue locked for my album release, my EP release. I'm not sure if it's an EP or an album. I'm 2 tracks short of an album, so we might slide it in and have a whole album out of it instead of an EP. But for right now, it's an EP. I mean, it's quite a bit moving and shaking. Even I have trouble keeping up sometimes, but I try to keep organized and, I in my brain and on paper and at home and everything, I have different departments. So I have like a merch department, I have a marketing department, I have the different departments that a record label would have, but it's all in me. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's a wild ride. I'm loving it.
Yeah, you got a lot going on. I love it. Like, I'm smiling. Like, this mic be tripping. Talking to myself again. But I'm so proud of you. Oh my god, yeah. I asked her because I know you was like posting different so many things, and I love it though because I get to know what's going on. That's why I asked you about your business, because I know when the last time we talked, you was like you're trying to build it up more and stuff like that and so forth. And I'm glad it's still blooming. You know, it's important to also utilize your other skills, and because you have a really big mindset and it's really dope. It's really nice to have a conversation with someone who has that big
Oh yeah.
mindset like I do. And they do say two minds is better than one, and it is true. And this is like an example, me and him.
Right.
So
Connection. Yeah.
yes, like when you vibe and connect, it's a whole different world. Like as you notice, I've been going around to showcases, some people's showcases. Like I try to make it to support others, not just go and perform and just dip. I don't do that. I try my best to go to showcases. Like I guess last year I couldn't really do it because I, a lot of things going on and stuff like that. Um, I had to take care of real life first. You know what I'm saying?
Got
And
to.
that was my number one thing I needed to do. It was because it was becoming overwhelming, and I was like, yeah, I gotta chill. So sometimes it's good to give yourself pep talks. All right, doesn't mean you're crazy. All right, you sometimes gotta tell yourself to chill out, because I be like, V, you gotta chill. So it's okay to put yourself in timeout. Don't be afraid to, because sometimes we be wilding out. Sometimes we have our moments. We are human, and it's okay. And I was like, yo, I really gotta talk to him, because I have all these fucking ideas, and it's like, bruh. I'm trying to just take baby steps with it, in terms of I want to make sure everything is perfect, like the mic situation and stuff like that. I want to make sure I got good sound and a perfect venue. I want a clean venue, no
Mhm.
cucarachas. I don't want none of that going on. I'm not trying to do all that. I'm a OCD person. Like, OMG, you have no idea. That would freak me out. Like, I can't do it. Like, that gotta be clean. Nope. Mm-mm. So, yeah, I want to do that. And I was like, I gotta talk to him. I wanted to talk to you more and stuff, before, but I was like I said, 24 hit. I was just on the fucking move. I was like, okay, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Okay, what he doing? All right, share, 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 share. So
I
I was just
appreciate that
going
too.
crazy, and then going, yes, and it's love. It's always love. Never, I tell you that all the time. I don't care what you do. Just tag me if you need to. I'll get the point. Just keep doing you. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. And I'll share all your shit. I don't care. Like, I'm not asking for nothing. I just want you to succeed, and I want you to not give up. If I ever
And see,
hear my homeboy what? No, we are fighting. I don't care
I feel
how
like
tall your ass is. All right.
that's becoming one of my battle flags. You know what I mean? People are starting to know me for the tenacity. You know what I mean? Just not giving up, keep going, keep trying. You know what I mean? Regardless of what's going on. So I feel like that's starting to become a part of. I don't even want to say my image, like a part of just who I am. Like the biggest compliment I got a while back, somebody told me I was self-defined. You know what I mean? And that meant a lot to me, because it's like I like to think that I'm the type of person that sometimes it's hard to believe in yourself. You know what I mean? Sometimes things don't go the way you plan. Sometimes you look at the numbers and they don't look the way you want them to look, or this don't pan out the way you wanted it to, or the way you planned it to, and now the plan falling apart in your hands, and you trying to piece it back together. Like, all kinds of stuff happens, and sometimes it's hard to keep your head up. But I like to think that I'm putting it out there, like run the play. You know what I mean? Even if it's hard. Last year, I practiced a lot of gratitude because it got real hard for me. The same way you were saying, like I probably should have taken a step back last year, because it it really got bad. You know what I mean? Not like detrimental bad to the point where things were still pretty manageable, but it really was a low point. And so I advocate, take breaks, mental health, take your time. If things get a little overwhelming, go ahead and slow it down. It's kind of like in sports, when you playing football. and the other team got the ball and they just throwing it, running it, and they moving fast, you know. And at some point you got to do something to kind of slow that down so you can get control back and you can manage it a little bit better. So I'm definitely an advocate of that. But I definitely can relate to what you were saying about, you know, sometimes it just gets hard. Let's be real. You know what I mean? And it might not even be the music. The music might be popping, but something going on in life. You might be an artist, but you still have a real life. You still have family and friends and obligations and jobs and bills and car notes and gas money and, you know, all the regular stuff that everybody else has. We are not superstars yet. It's coming, but not yet. So I like to let people know that it's okay. As cliche as it sounds, it's okay to not be okay sometimes. You can't be 100 all the time. Sometimes you got to give that 30% that you got left in the tank and hope for the best. You know what I mean? So take care of yourselves. What Jerry Springer used to say, love yourselves and each other, or be good to yourselves and each other. So,
yeah. Take care of yourselves and good to each other. Yeah. Wow. You know, shout out to Jerry and those who lost their lives. You know, it's been a crazy years, and I mean, you know, we all go through it, you know, and it's okay to deal with your emotions personally. You know, take a hobby, your mind, but don't distract your the reality of it though, because it won't be good. You know, it's hard to accept certain things. You know, certain things are meant to be understood and certain things are not meant to be understood, and that's okay. You know, don't beat yourself about it and just keep on pushing yourself. You know, you gotta keep it. The number one rule in life, you gotta always keep it real with yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. I think more people
if you're
should.
not real with yourself, yes. You know, if you're not real with yourself, then I don't know what to tell you. You know, you need to reevaluate yourself. Put some post-its on your mirror every day to remind you who the fuck you are. You know what I'm saying? I have to do that all the time. I do it all the time because that's just me. And it's not because I want to be, you know, everybody thinks my name, like Bossy V, cause no, it doesn't mean because I'm controlling. It means I took action in my life. I stood up for myself. I did what I needed to do to get to where I'm at today. Whether it was mistakes, you know what I'm saying, fallouts, you know, there's always a lesson in life, and that lesson has to be known, and you have to understand that it's time for you to not fall on those mistakes. You're human, yes, we make mistakes, but not with the same bullshit. It's corny. I don't care. It's really fucking disgusting to me, and I refuse to be that person. And and me saying that is, I want to inspire other people. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to say, okay, I did that. I made them smile. I made them laugh. You know what I'm saying? I made them feel like and because they are. You know what I'm saying? People forget who they are sometimes, and sometimes it's okay to remind them, even if it's not yourself. And I tell you, and I remind you every day, you are who you are, and you're living by it. You're breathing by it. You're speaking about it. You know what I'm saying? And just the conversation with your music. You have a whole conversation with your music, and that's the way you're supposed to do music. Not this bullshit that they got going on.
I think that's what people forgot. Like it comes down, it's expression. You know what I mean? It's expression. Like whatever you have within you that you feel like needs to come out. Music is a great way to do it. Art is a great way to do it. And even if you're not trying to be the next big thing. You know what I mean? The fact that you're doing it out of the intention of your own heart. You know what I mean? You're just a garage band and you don't never plan on making it big, but you and your friends just like playing instruments at the house and making noise with your guitars and like whatever the case may be, like whatever you love, whatever is freeing to you, whatever, is therapeutic to you, whatever kind of takes away the drama. I'm all for it. You know what I mean? Especially something that's not detrimental, something that's not hurting anybody. You just enjoy the music. You know what I mean? That this at the end of the day, the music is the passion. You know what I mean? The passion, the compassion, the communication. You just putting yourself out there. And again, you might not want to put it out there to the masses, and that's okay, but you still are putting that vibration into the air. You know what I mean? Into space. Radio waves travel millions of miles. You know what I mean? So if you can get something going and you got a sound that you like, that you can vibe with, and then especially if other people can vibe with it, even if it's just your immediate circle and they enjoy your little shows that y'all put on in the living room, like that means something. You can't overlook, oh, I ain't got 10,000 fans. Yeah, but you got 10 people that genuinely want to hear what you got to say, how you have to say it. You know what I mean? And that matters. You can't forget that matters. You know what I mean? Social media, the world will make you feel like as an artist, if you don't have this, if you ain't doing that, if you ain't making that much money, you ain't no real artist. Like, no, you're a real artist as soon as you put the pen to the paper, as soon as you put the paint on the brush. You're a real artist. You know what I mean? Because you are really producing art. You are really putting art into the world. You know what I mean? And so all the gatekeeping and everything aside, man, embrace the creativity. You know what I mean? Like you were saying, for the culture, just enjoy it.
Yes.
Just let it be a part of you. Just soak up that energy, put that energy back out. I mean, it's a lot. I'm an energy person. You know what I mean? I feel like even when you're not talking to somebody, when you just walking past a stranger on the street and y'all are in a certain vicinity, y'all can exchange some kind of energy in that instance. You know what I mean? However they was feeling about you, however you was feeling about them in that moment, it might not even been that heavy, like, oh, he's tall. You know what I mean? As you walk past, or oh, they smelled like this when they went past. Like that's an exchange. You know what I mean? That's as little as it might seem. So like, I don't know. That kind of stuff really resonates with me. So I feel like, I don't know, people just be authentic. Because whatever you put out, that's what, like you said earlier, that's what's gonna come back. When you put something out, somebody gonna get back to you. So yeah.
They tend to forget that till shit happens, and then it's like a "oh, told you so" type shit. And if we nowadays, I don't even do that no more. I don't do "I told you so." I just like, hey, you know. I was like, well, yeah, right.
Everybody got their own journey, man. It's twists and turns. Like you can't. I used to stress a lot more stuff, but you gotta. Hey, you can only do what you can do.
See, y'all, you see the vibes. We already know what it is because it's people be doing the most, and it's just disgusting. And it's like, when are you going to stop?
It's a crazy world. You know what I mean?
And if you're gonna do that, they're gonna do what they do. You can't hold people by the hand.
That's good. I was out earlier. I was out earlier, and I was thinking to myself, the world will do what it will. Just make sure you do the same. That's how I feel. The world's gonna do what it's gonna do. Just make sure you do what you're gonna do. You know what I mean? Do your part.
That's actually a dope quote. I need you to do me a drop. Like a drop, right? I don't know how the fuck you do. I don't know how you fucking do that. I'm not a DJ or whatever. I don't do none of that shit. I perform. I entertain y'all. I commend y'all that know how to fucking do that. Cause shit. Oh my god. Whew. I tried. Like I did the garage. I have Band Lab. I'm fucking with
Yeah.
it. Like in GarageBand, I have that. But I just started using it. Shout out to Brown from Birdhouse. Birdhouse. Those are my people. I don't know if you know about them, but you need to. I gotta give you the information because let me
Tap in,
tell
yeah.
you, they're very supportive. They're supportive. Let me tell you, they dope. They in the clubhouse. I don't know you know about the clubhouse, but the clubhouse been popping and everything. It's like to know people, and I got in contact with so many people that are like in the industry, and they're like they help you. It's just a lot of shit that's been going on in the clubhouse. And shout out to them. Ron was the one that introduced me to that, and I'm like, okay, because we're supposed to be doing a song together, or whatever, and I tried it out. It was okay. It was new to me, you know. I'm used to going in the studio, you know, and doing my thing. I'm not used to doing that exchange like that. That's just a whole different world for me.
Yeah.
And yeah. I don't know if you ever did that before, but that was just a whole new world for me. And it's just like I can see, you know, things with you, everything I learned, you know, I learned a lot from you. And I love it because I'm like, you know what? He's going. He's
And I
going.
like when I see people. I like when I see people that took something that I did or I said or something like that and could apply it. You know what I mean? That means a lot to me too. Even if it's not on they ask me for advice or anything, but if I just notice something that's kind of like, hey, that seemed like something I would write a caption like that. That's long and got my bio at the end and all that stuff. And I see somebody else do that. I'm like, yo, that's. And I'm not saying I'm the inventor or the originator or the creator of nothing. You know what I mean? But it's just, it's cool that like an idea
Mm-hmm.
that I might have brought from somewhere else into my world, somebody else could bring from my world into their world. You know what I mean? It's the stuff like that means something. You know what I mean? Stuff like that means something to me. The stuff that you can't touch necessarily, but it means something because somebody took the time out.
Exactly.
Somebody made it. Yeah.
Yes, I want to be able to have a drop with you on it, and probably like three more artists that were on the show, or whatever. And also the DJ that's gonna try to drop it for me, or whatever the case is, and Vanessa, whatever. I want you to be on it, so because I want to have an introduction on the show soon. I'm getting all this shit together, y'all. But hey, I'm doing good, so leave me alone. And I really wanna bring this shit to the seriousness. I've been serious about a lot of my shit. You know how I do my business. My business is my business, and this is how I do my shit. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to give to the culture, and I'm for real about it. But I'm doing it the right way. You know, I'm doing it slowly but surely. You know, getting everybody need what they need, promote it. There was like two quotes I had in my mind that reminded me of what you said, and there was one that I saw. It was like, y'all listen, y'all listen. See, we used to listen to music from drug dealers. You are listening to music from drug users. And I was like, wow. Like what? Like that shit hit me. Like for some reason it hit me differently than it would hit somebody else. Somebody would probably take
Yeah.
offended to that shit. And like you really have to understand what they meant by that. You know,
It's
and then there
different.
was another one I was and for myself, I was thinking to this quote where celebrate me today, not when I'm dead tomorrow.
Yep. Yep.
Like that came into my head after that quote. And then you said that just gave me like goosies. I'm like, whoa, hold up. Like I like that. That's mad knowledge, and that's super dope of you. We're about to get into a track from you. A little bit of what was you need to elaborate with Prima Donna. Explain a little more about that track, because I'm
Oh,
gonna
you
play the
got
video too. Actually,
the video's not
it's
out yet.
upcoming. It's
Yep,
not
it's
out yet.
not out yet.
It's a song, right? Is
Yep,
this the
this
song
is
itself then?
nope. The song's not out neither.
Yes.
So Prima Donna
Oh my
comes out.
god.
Yeah, Prima Donna. So that's part of the plan. You know what I mean? I got tracks loaded up through May. Prima Donna comes out in May, I believe, if I'm thinking about my schedule right.
And
So that
Cannonball
one,
too.
yeah, Cannonball will be the next one. Cannonball comes out in April, at the top of April. Cannonball comes out, and Cannonball. So I'm gonna break them. I'm gonna break both of them down while we're here. So the first one, Cannonball, is like
Yes. Tell me.
it's like a summertime vibe. You know what I mean? Like the music video,
Mhm.
shot it at a swimming pool, and everybody's just having fun. It's honestly got more like a like a home video kind of vibe almost. But
Yes.
it's the lyrics are deceptive though, because I'm the type of person that I'll go on vacation, but like my vacation is still kind of work. So like I love going to Florida every year, but a lot of the times when I go to Florida, it's to do a show or something like that, or some kind of networking opportunity. And so I'm going and I'm having fun and I'm hitting the beach and I'm going to the pools and everything, but it's still work. So I'm still planning stuff and everything. So that's kind of what the lyrics are about. The beat is real vibey, real summery. You know what I mean? But then if you listen to the lyrics, it's like, yo, bruh is on the beach working. You know what I mean? So, so that's Cannonball, and then Prima Donna. So the way I describe Prima Donna is delusions of grandeur and the realities of an empty theater, and that's basically that's basically just about you believing in yourself. You see the vision, you see the dream, you know where you going or where you trying to go, but everybody else might not. And so you might be the only fan in the stands for yourself. You know what I mean? So I shot that one in January. I won the Mightier Than the Sword award. Shout out Top Groove. Shout out Mightier Than the Sword Music. They put on a film festival and an award show, and my album, The Cook Up, that came out last year, won an award. And I shot the video there at the Sunset Theater. It's a nice, prestigious theater in Asheboro, North Carolina. And I got a bunch of great shots. There were some empty seats up in the balcony, and I took advantage of that. And I mean, it just all really came together. So that one is a lot more expressive. Prima Donna is. So that one's coming in May. April is Cannonball, so that'll be the next one dropping. I might do a surprise one in March, but I'm not sure. And then June, my EP drops. It Could All Be So Simple. And then July, I'm dropping the single Heavy. And all of the singles are from the EP. So we trying to bring it all together. So yeah, It Could All Be So Simple is the EP.
Explain about Cannonball here, because this is another one that's about to be out in 48 days.
Yeah.
Oh my
God,
I need to put my glasses on.
Go ahead and hit the notify me button or whatever on that one. But yeah, that's the one I was saying is a summertime
sign in. I'm sorry, I'm not even signing in my damn YouTube channel. I'm just like, you know what it is? I did my authorization thing where, to authorization sign-in type shit. By all means, I highly recommend it. Let me tell you, but it's a pain in the ass every fucking time, because now I gotta sign in. I go like this, click, click, click. Gotta put a damn code to my phone, and oh, that's just like so fucking annoying. And I'm like, bruh, it's not that hard. Like, it's not that hard. You can't, like, you don't feel me. You don't feel sensation that it's me. Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm a bug. I'm a goofball, but it's the realest shit ever. Like, I can click. I gotta do a whole authorization shit. Like, you know what?
They gotta send a text message and all that. Like, man, you don't even want to log in no more.
Oh my god. Then on top of it, the bullshit is that it is attached to my fucking phone. There's like Voices of an Artist, for example. Remember the email that I had a long time ago? Let me tell you about that. How can I not get into that shit? Because you know why?
Oh.
It's attached to my old number. Okay, my old number. Yeah, I'll be a genius sometimes. Like, the fuck you mean I can't get in my Voice of an Artist email? Yeah, I was so tight. That shit
You
pissed
should be
me
able to
off.
reset it though. You can't reset it. You can't like forgot
No,
password. Oh,
no,
dang.
nada. And it's a good thing that I saved everybody's music on my computer drive because, woo, I would have been tighter than a flower pot.
I've been there before. No, nothing hurts worse. Nothing hurts worse than losing all your data and your info and your storage and everything. Like, oh my God.
Yeah, I was so mad. I thought everything. I was so tight about that shit. And I was like, yo, let me do another one. But oh my God, just in case, y'all just send it to my regular email because I ain't having all that shit again. I'm good.
Sure.
That should be getting me tight. So yeah. So anyway, enough of my bullshit. Tell you the bullshit comes with me. Talk about Cannonball. This is very interesting. Because, y'all, you know what I thought about this cover? I thought that was a fucking gnome. You know the gnomes that the Lucky Charm gnomes?
Oh, the long. Oh, I never saw that. Okay, I can see that like from a distance if you're not really looking at it. Okay, yeah, like I leaned back a little bit. I can see
blind ass. I didn't have my glasses on, so I thought it was a fucking gnome. But then now I got
I can totally see it.
Tell us about this Cannonball that's about to be. Yeah, you see, premieres. Follow his little subscription. I'm not gonna click on it because I'm not signing in, but follow his YouTube. It's right here. And oh hell no, y'all better motherfucking follow his shit. No, you got. Anyways, I got you, bro. I'm gonna be sharing your fucking because we gonna be doing that. What?
Yeah.
Telling
you gotta get the numbers up. Y'all run me up.
Yes, Cannonball's about to be out. Shout out to you for this. Yeah. It's gonna be premiere 48 days, and the other one was 83. I saw. So y'all go. Go cat. You don't understand, but yeah.
And I got one more. I got one more locked and loaded that's not even up there yet that I haven't done all the prep for just yet. I'm still getting it mixed and all, but this is another one coming too. Yeah, and so
me. Oh my God, yes.
But yeah, Cannonball. That was the one I was saying is the summertime vibe with the deceptive lyrics about working and everything. You know what I mean? But it's real. I chose. That's why that one's coming out in April because I wanted that one to come out when it's starting to get warm. People starting to come back outside. People starting to, the pool's starting to open back up. Because that one's definitely, it's real vibey. It's got the summertime vibe. I got a little tiny, minuscule amount of harmonizing on the hook. You know what I mean? It sounds good. You know what I mean? It's a vibe. And then after this last vibe joint, then we're gonna get some bars. You know what I mean? Prima Donna is more barsy. It's still a vibe, but it's more lyrical. You know what I mean? Cannonball. I mean, everything I do is lyrical because I'm more of a lyricist. Like I like to write anyway, so almost everything I do is lyrical to an extent. But like some joints kind of have some joints are more about the vibe and the energy of it, and then some joints is like I just want to spit something hard. You know what I mean? I just want to spit some bars. So that's what you're getting this year. A little bit of both. Starting out slow. We on the runway right now.
And the cover art. Who does your cover art? Like we gotta shout out everything. You got a lot of you got a lot going on, and it's important artists to know what they got. Like the artwork of your cover, like the way you explain things is how you do as an artist. The way he just did it, y'all. If y'all beginners, and you're starting, it's good to have an explanation towards your work. You know what I'm saying? You see how he explained how and where and all this who and nanny, how they say the 3 W's and 1 H. Like you
Yep.
learned that in school, right? So you know
Yep.
what I'm saying? Like W's and H. So it's like all these questions, and then specifically what your shit means to you. This is how
Hmm.
you do it.
And
So the
so that's,
cover art.
yeah, I was gonna
Yes.
say
Tell me.
rolling into the cover art. That's all. It's all
Mhm.
together. You know what I mean? Like I'll write something, and if I see a vision to it, like yo, I could see the video being like this to that. Then I know that there's something to maybe go down that rabbit hole a little bit. You know what I mean? Let's see. Okay,
Let
let's
me
see if you
show
can
it.
come up with a little treatment for the video. And so most of the artwork, I don't want to say all the artwork, but all the artwork this year so far, and most last year, if not all last year, I do.
Mhm.
I did Cannonball, and that's actually a friend of mine. That's her daughter. We were at the pool, and I was like, give me some cannonballs so I can get the video and get the cover shot and everything to it, and it was fun, and you know what I mean. So
Mhm.
that was so I do a lot of my own cover art. Artists, if you like the cover art that you've seen these past couple of them, hit me up. I do offer that as a service. Um, but yeah, I do a lot of the cover art. I've started doing a lot of the videos. I shot the Cannonball video. I had a little bit of help because I can't shoot myself. But the Cannonball video, the Love Potion #9 video, Prima Donna, Heavy coming later. So far, everything this year,
You got to
um,
show that video too.
yeah, everything this year so far is, has been me with help. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Look at
all
that.
except the production, I got, shout out to my producer core. I got a few producers I like to work with. But other than that, man, it's been me and my ideas and my plans and just trying to make it happen on my own time. Um, you know, I'm just trying to
Independently.
keep it moving, trying to keep it moving.
Yes. And this is what you call independent.
Yeah, yeah. It ain't easy, but it's a wild ride, but it's
You gotta
fun.
invest in
Yeah,
yourself. The
yeah.
fuck? It's
And,
not gonna
and
give
you know
you.
what? Time is an investment. Don't forget that time is an investment. You know what I mean? It's limited, but you can use it to your advantage. Like I like to, so like
Mhm.
last year I lost a bunch of weight and started working on trying to learn money management because I haven't been super great at that over my lifetime. And so I realized that part of it that really helped me out was taking the date off of it. Like they say, when you come up with a goal, go ahead and put a date on it so you know when you do it. But I'm like, when it comes to something like your health, your financial health, your personal health, your medical health, you know what I mean? That there's really no time limit on it. Like you might want to get it done quick, fast, and in a hurry, but the point is to get it done. You know what I mean? The point is, if you want to lose 100 pounds, as long as you're working towards that, if you lose 20 pounds in a year, you lost weight. You know what I mean? If you save, $1,000 in a year, that's $1,000 more than you had previously. Like, and so people are like, well, I gotta do this in 6 months, which that's cool, especially when you're doing business. You want to move quick, you know what I mean? But in your personal life, just get it done. Take your time. It might not happen overnight. It might not be tomorrow. It might not be, but just got to put in the work and it'll come. You know what I mean? So that's really helped me out, is to not like to remember time is an asset, time is an investment. But you have a lot of the times you got more time than you got money. You know what I mean? Like if you talk about the average person, you got time. You know what I mean? You might not have the
Mhm.
bank account. You might not have the bank account to pay somebody to shoot your music video, but you got time to sit down and learn some little basics to where you can at least get you a little something going. You know what I mean? You might
Mhm.
not, you might not have the money to pay the best graphic designer, but you got the time to figure out how to put it together and get your vision out there. So that's really where I've been at.
Exactly.
And I encourage people, like, take the time. You know what I mean? Learning takes time. Progress takes time. Success takes time. So take the time, invest the time. People always like, yo, you got to invest, and everybody goes straight to, oh, I need $10,000 to do da da da. I mean, yeah, you do. Let's keep it real, you do. You know what I mean? But at the same time, while you working to get that $10,000 is gonna take time to make. Yeah, I mean, even if you hustling, you know what I mean? Even if you trapping, it's gonna take you a little bit of time.
Like even 25 cents gets spent in one day. You give anybody that type of money, that should be in one day.
Yep.
That money goes and comes and goes and comes, but memories don't.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Now don't. You know what I'm saying? Then don't. It's either now or never. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't understand the concept of that. They don't grasp the concept of that to understand the grind for what it is. You're independently. This is not community service.
Yeah.
It wasn't labeled that. It's called independent artists. You independently invest in yourself. You independently do your shit, do your thing. You independently mind your fucking business. You independently, you know what I'm saying? Like, you independently. This is not she, he, and people just like do too fucking much. And especially if you have a team and blah, blah, blah. It's like, there's no I in team. There is no fucking I in team. I don't care what nobody says. There's no I in team.
Yep.
There's no me, and then you just on your ass type shit. Well, that's what we're not going to do. So it's like they don't get that. They don't get that. And the fact that you can sit here and explain yourself about all your work is really fucking dope. Y'all don't understand the dopeness of that. An independently conversation. Get it? Now you do. You will gonna know. I'm gonna drill that shit in the head every fucking time.
And that's because it means something to me. You know what I mean? Like, it's not. I don't look at music as a get rich quick scheme or as it made me cool or nothing like that. Like, it means something to me. You know what I mean? The bars and taking the time to write and shopping for beats and networking with people, like, all that means something. When somebody is like, yo, this song, you know, your whole Get Fat movement saved my life because I was basically starving myself and I hadn't eaten in so long because I was so depressed, and I listened to like stuff like that. Man, Spotify streams be damn when somebody tell you that something that you produced out of your brain with your own two hands did something for them, you know, change their life, change their day, change their hour. You know what I mean? That's way more important to me than a lot of this industry stuff that people chase behind. You know what I mean? That means the meaning of it. You know what I mean? And that don't get enough clout. That don't get enough spotlight. People don't really look at when the impact you can have. Like, I had one of my mentors. He was like, man, it's like you touch people everywhere you go. You know what I mean? And once he said that, like, I realized that, like, when I get places and I really get to talking to people and everything, you know, people can feel what I'm putting out. And that, to me, is important. Like, I don't want to downplay the numbers and the business side of it and all that, because that's important too. But to me, that's like work. You know what I mean? That's a job. Like, that's the stuff that you have to do to get where you got to go. But touching people, teaching people, inspiring people, you know, getting people out of their funks and giving people something to believe in or something to whatever, you know what I mean? Like, giving people something to relate to, good, bad, or ugly. You know what I mean? Like, that's way more important, because in this world, people want to be a part of something. People want to be a part of something positive. People want to be a part of something that they can resonate with, that they can attach themselves, a part of themselves to. You know what I mean? And so for anybody to come and see my music or to see one of my videos or one of my designs and be like, yo, I fucks with it. You know what I mean? Man, you can't explain that. Like, words don't do justice. You know what I mean? Like, me, you know what I mean? Like, little old me, and And my 10-track album won an award because you and a committee of people felt like that I was deserving. You know what I mean? Like, that's humbling. That really makes you feel like you doing something worthwhile. Even if I still work a 9-to-5 job, I ain't balling. You know what I mean? But you feel rich when somebody tells you something like that. When somebody pulls you to the side and they like, yo, you did this for me just through your creations. Like, shh. You can't measure that, man.
Accomplishments always are more rewarding than anything. And then your average shit you buy, like, oh, I bought a pair of shoes. Nah, it's more than that. It's like a pair of shoes, like a favorite brand. It's like that. It's like, oh shit, I copped that. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, but no, it's like I copped my creativity. I copped my accomplishments. That's more doper than anything, and it lasts forever.
Yep.
No
Forever.
dirt on it, no nothing, no scratches on it, none of that. It's just it means more to anything than a pair of sneakers. But then it's like a pair of sneakers but it's just the only difference is it's unlimited. It's gonna be there forever. Nobody
I
can
always
dim.
remember.
Yes.
I always remember my first. I've only signed like a handful of autographs in my life. You know what I mean? But my very first one, I was at a video shoot, and the daughter of the lady that was co-starring in the video, she was probably like 4 or 6 or something like that, real young little girl, and she asked me for my autograph, and like that's my very first autograph ever. And this is little, like, kids don't pull no punches. Kids don't like you. They don't like you. You know what I mean? Kids, they're not gonna ask for nothing from you if they feel like you got a bad spirit or a bad vibe or you might hurt them or anything. So like stuff like that, kids and animals, you know what I mean? That's that's kind of the validation right there. So when she came up and was like,
Yeah.
can I have your autograph? I'm like, what? Like that's a memory. I'm gonna always remember that. I'm gonna be 75 years old in the hospital and still remember that. You know what I mean?
That's so cool. Yeah, shout out to the kids, man. Especially my kids. I love my kids. They
Oh
drive me
yeah,
crazy.
gotta love
It drives me
that.
crazy. You know how it is in the Hispanic domain. It's like they be trying me, and the chancleta be wanting to go far, but I just like I be having to chill myself. And shout out to the kids. Shout out to you as a parent. Like, how is it for you? Like, multitasking, being able to do music, your business, and I'm about to play the Love Potion video because I was playing it earlier, like I played it like 4 times. I don't care. I liked it. So I don't like it, close your ears. So I'm gonna play that video. That shit is dope. I love it, by the way. And but yeah, how is it? Because I know you do a lot, and it's good to do family time, because you
Yeah.
got sick. How is it for you?
So because I don't post my son a lot online. I'm one of those people that feels like the internet is forever, and you post a video of your kid in the bathtub when they're 3 years old and they're gonna be 30 years old and that thing's still gonna be up there. So I have a page where I have like family and close friends where I post him at, but on like my public pages, I don't really post him that much. And so that kind of leads people to forget that I am a full-time single dad. He does live with me. He's in the other room sleep right now. You know what I mean? And so believe it or not, just because I don't post and people forget, that is the most important part of my day-to-day life. You know what I mean? If I stop doing music tomorrow, I'm never gonna stop being a dad. My son could be 75 in the hospital and I'm gonna still be a dad. You know what I mean? Even if I'm not around, I'm gonna still be looking down or up or wherever I may be and still be a father. You know what I mean? And I take pride in it, and I definitely put effort into it. We were for example, like I don't even do Valentine's Day. I don't really believe in it or celebrate it, but he had his Valentine's Day coming up at school and everything. And so we got candy in the little candy bags, and we sitting at the kitchen table. All right, put some lollipops in that bag, put some Skittles in that bag, just kind of delegating and putting together little candy bags together. We do stuff like that quite frequently. We play board games and go outside. We do the father-son stuff a lot of the times, and the music and all takes away from that. But that's another reason I'm pursuing music, is because music, I can do it while I'm in my living room. You know what I mean? I can write rhymes while he's watching TV. I can record while he's taking a nap or something like that. You know what I mean? So it's another reason I'm pursuing music, because it's something that I can do more freely than like a 9 to 5 where, I got to do this while he's at school, or I got to do that. You can only move a certain kind of way. So I take fatherhood very seriously. I'm a goofball. Like we're in the house a lot of the time. Like people see me being serious with the music, but I'm in the house and we making weird noises. We wake up every morning. My alarm clock is Ric Flair. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing. So when that goes off in the morning, me and him are just in here. Woo! You talking to the limousine riding, jet flying, kiss stealing. It's just funny, we got witty banter back and forth. And then there's times where like he has, he's acted out of school, and I got to be the disciplinarian. And there's times where he's he going on field trips, or we go to cool little places like the zoo or something like that. Like I take it very seriously, and I enjoy my time with my son. I know he ain't gonna be. He's 8 now, so I know he ain't gonna be little forever. I know eventually he gonna be 12, 15, and 25. And so I do try to cherish it as much as I can. And work and music does take away from that sometimes, but I try not to neglect him. I try not to, push him to the side. So a lot of the times, even if I am, like I said, right now, I'm doing this because he's had dinner and now he's in the other room sleep. So I can sit here for an extended amount of time. If he was awake, he's pretty good. So even if he was awake, he would still hang out in there and be chill. But he might have been popped in a couple.
Yeah, he could come in. He could have came in too. I love the kids. Okay,
he got
my shit up fine, but I love my kids.
My son has a big personality. Like if I let him come in here, he gonna try to take over. He gonna want to be right here in front of the camera. You ain't gonna be talking to me no more. You gonna be talking to him.
Like next time, bring him. He's like, I love the kids. Like I got that's why I be like, excuse my language if some kids be watching my stuff. I do apologize, but I am from New York and I can't help it. But I love the kids. It's always love. I got kids that follow me on my which I was surprised. I was a little skeptical about it. So I had to do certain restrictions on certain things. So shout out to social media that actually put that shit. Thank you. Yeah. And there's this little girl, it's she reminds me of my kid, my girls, and she plays piano and she does covers and stuff like that. And shout out to her. She's really dope. I love her vibe. And it's good that you interact with your children. With him especially. Single dad. Shout out to parents that are doing their thing. Especially like yourself, and trying to juggle the career world and then being zaddy at the same time. It's hard sometimes. Sometimes, men go through the bullshit like we do. It's it's a fucking world. I don't care what no female disagrees with me. Y'all bugging. Y'all just bitter. And yeah, I'm grown. So shout out to the single guys that do their thing. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy. Okay, they feel what we feel. Just because they ain't got nothing between it, the same shit between their legs, whatever. It doesn't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? They go through emotions, and I shout out to you for dealing with that. Does he knows you're doing music? I'm like, he knows.
Oh yeah. So stuff. Yeah, and so rolling off of what you were saying before, a lot of the times I say that I'm like a single mom. Like I have single mom vibes all day. You know what I mean? Like I go to work and I come home and I do my thing and I don't like I'm nice, I'm friendly, you know what I mean? But like I don't want to be bothered a lot of the times, you know what I mean? And I don't mean to say that to mean like I don't mean to say that to mean like I don't like talking to people, I don't like dealing with people, but like there are some times where like I feel like if I was a woman, I would be like with the messy bun, you know what I mean? And the pajama pants, you know what I mean? Because that's the vibe sometimes. Except I'm a dude, you know what I mean? Except I'm a man, so you know I ain't got no messy bun. But that be the vibe sometimes. I'm still.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily single fatherhood as much as it is single parenthood. You know what I mean? You get off of work and then come home and clean up and cook dinner and do bedtime and homework and all that. Like as a single mom, you tired. You know what I mean? You might not want to have a whole. You don't want to be what you doing to death. You know what I mean? You just had a whole full day. Now you paying the bills. And now somebody hitting you up, what you doing? What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? Listen, man, I am handling my business. What you doing? Why is you not? So like, you know, it is that I definitely tell people I give single mom vibes, except I just got, you know, different plumbing down there. You know what I mean?
Shout out y'all that just tuning in. I see 3 viewers. I think it's 3.
Shout out.
If it isn't, whatever. But shout out to y'all for tuning in. This is Voices of an Artist. If you don't know, now you know. I'm Bossy V. You know, I'm always doing this podcast. You know, we're just getting back in, kicking it in, making it stronger. Like, and this is my homie Fat. He's family here. He already knows the vibes here, so this ain't new to him. We always be conversating. So if y'all think this is boring, we ain't for you. So I really don't care. So, you know, he's an artist / entrepreneur. He's a man with many hats. He's not just an artist. He also has his own business going, and he's a father too. He's a parent. That's another career. It's not something you get paid for, but you get paid for with blessings and something you can pass your inheritance to and stuff like that, if you know what that means. So, you know, he's been doing his thing. We always have conversations, and if you're just tuning in, you know what's up. If you've been here and you've been rocking with me through this whole time I've been doing this podcasting thing, then shout out to you too. I don't see who's in here, but they're lurking in here and chilling. I think some of your supporters are here too. Missy Baker.
Shout out. She's probably like the biggest. She's probably the biggest fan right now. You know what I mean? She's definitely
in my information.
Oh yeah, I don't have to worry. That's definitely one of the people that I don't have to worry. You know, when something come out, when something going on, she's on it. You know what I mean? So I appreciate that.
That's really dope. Shout out to her. Yeah, shout out to supporters, real supporters, because shit, we ain't got money. And we have that
value.
Like
going back, you had asked if he rocks with my music, if my son rocks with my music, and it goes back to what I was saying about kids don't pull punches. First of all, like a lot of my music is not kid friendly. So like for me, if I would not, I kind of think about it in the sense. So when you upload a YouTube video, they ask, "Is this made for children?" You know what I mean? And so in my mind, if it's not made for children, then I'm probably not gonna play it too tough around the house. You know what I mean? So like the stuff that he does here, that's maybe I don't really make too much music for children, to be honest. But some stuff is a little lighter than other stuff. And the stuff that he does here, if he likes it, he will rock with it. Like currently, he likes Love Potion #9. So when he hears like a little piece of it come on, like I'm scrolling on Instagram or something, and my post comes up, you know, I can hear him in the other room kind of singing it or humming it. So that lets me know that he likes it and he rocks with it. And again, that means a lot to me. And then there's other songs. There's other songs that he, he hears them, and he probably heard them more than anybody else hear them, because he hears when I record sometimes, and he hears when I play the rough draft 100 times, trying to figure out how I'm gonna mix it or how I'm gonna get it mastered when I send it off or whatever. And if he likes it, he'll sing it and he'll hum it and stuff like that. But if he don't like it, he don't really hum it or sing it. And that don't necessarily mean he don't like it, but maybe that's just it's not his tune. You know what I mean? Maybe it's not one of his ones. So he rocks with the ones he rocks with, and that kind of leans me in the direction of, okay, if he rock with that one, maybe other people will too. So he's one of my constructive criticism. He don't even know it. He don't know that I take his constructive criticism, into effect. But but I do sometimes. If I notice he like it, I'm like, okay, you like that one. Let's see what that one does. If you like that one.
Will tell you. They definitely will tell you. Like, they hold no filter. OMG. I had our fair share of that craziness. It's like, especially my 9-year-old's a trip. We go, I was actually, I was like, okay, I have girls now. I'm a tomboy. Okay, I do girly things sometimes. Right, it's rare you see me in a dress. Rare. And I'm a tom girl, so it's like I wear. You see how I dress, already. You guys know how I am and how I style, and trust me, that's me. I got 2 girls that are like freaking girl. One is girly and one is a tomboy. So that's just me and 2 different people. So my 9-year-old always goes shopping with me. She's my stylist and also now my little dancer for my shows. I'm gonna bring her to a friendly environment. Yeah, she wants to do dancing with my stuff, so my daughter gonna be. Y'all gonna see more of my 9-year-old. So shout out to my daughter Melissa. So right. This little girl, oh my God, we go shopping, and she's like, "No, Mom, you can't wear that." I'm like, "Why?" She's like, "Nah." She's like, "Mom, you're Bossy V." I'm like, "I'm done." I'm like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "Mom, no, we gotta do it this way." I'm like, "All right, let me see." And I'm like, "You know what? Yeah, you're right. I can see that." So yeah, so I feel you. They just don't.
They're gonna tell you. They definitely gonna tell you.
Yes, and it's really cool. Like it's to me, I'd rather them than anybody. Anybody else, I could take constructive criticism, but if you come at me crazy, I'm like, cause she will tell me, like, not even in a sweet way. She was like, "Mom, no." Like the little me, so yes, like it was just like, she's like, "Mom, no, nope." And then she does the hand movement too. Forget it. I feel like, you know what, whatever. And it's really dope to involve your kids. I try to involve my kids so much, and I get with the internet shit. I'm the same way. I used to post my kids online until people started taking my pictures and getting fake accounts. And I'm pretty sure people got hit up on fake emails and they thought it was me and it wasn't me. Like, niggas are haters.
That's weird.
Bitches. Like, they do to me.
That's
weird.
Like,
bro, like, you man weird. Like, you a whole female, bro. Like, what? I'm a female and I don't do that. Like, the fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all weird. So it's like I stopped doing it because it's like, you know what, y'all fucking weird. Like, take your weird ass shit away from me. Like, you ain't gonna. I'd be damned if I see my child on somebody's fucking page. OMG.
right.
Try me.
That's one thing. Because the internet don't care. And honestly, I have a love-hate relationship with the internet, man. It's like it's such a powerful tool for keeping in touch with loved ones and promoting your business and just all kinds of stuff. I mean, I've lost, pictures and stuff that I can go back on social media and go back and grab and download back to my phone. And hey, I got this memory still. You know what I mean? That's cool. But then on the flip side, it's a lot of that stuff got to be a symptom of mental health issues, man. The way people act and react on there, the way it preys on you as a person, the way, all the watch times and how they try to keep you on the app. And I mean, I have a very love-hate relationship with social media. It's very important. It's very useful. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it can be very toxic in the wrong hands and at the wrong time. So you really got to regulate what goes on in your social media life so it don't spill over into your real life, because it's wild out there, man. I can't believe some of the stuff. The internet don't care. They'll rip anything for a laugh. You know what I mean? So
it's disrespectful. It's disrespectful. And then when you get disrespectful, they want to ban your account and shit. Like, you know what? Y'all doing too much now. Now y'all doing too much. And TikTok is one of them. Shout out to TikTok. They be having my shit on there. And now I'm actually known as an artist on there and stuff like that. But if you look up TikTok, it tells you that TikTok is toxic. It's it gives you mental issues. It causes mental health issues. Y'all don't believe me? Look it up. Google it. I can even fucking show you myself on the internet. That says TikTok is toxic. Not my song, because that one is called Toxic. Okay, let's get correct.
Out now. Go stream that.
Hey, it's good. Right, that's a whole motherfucking vibe. But yeah, the internet is very disgusting. Like, that shit is weird. And the fact that y'all just fucking tag along like a cha-cha dance, and it's like, bruh, like, you got fucking weird, taking people's shit and just stealing the shit and taking your own. Like, you could be idolizing somebody. That's fine. There's no harm in that. But my nigga, like, where's the flowers? Where's the credentials? Hey, yo, even though I did this, but shout out to the person that really did this. What happened to that? That shit gone. Everybody's in competition with what? A button?
Yeah.
What? Y'all in competition with a share button. Holy shit. Let me find out. Fucking clown weirdos.
So I definitely try to regulate, how much I'm on there and how long I'm on there and all that. And you can feel it sometimes. Like, you could go on there. There's times where I could be in a great mood and you get to scrolling for a good half hour, you know what I mean? And you get like, suddenly you start feeling a little sour or something. Like, what? No, it's time to log out now. You know what I mean? It's time to go in. Let me go outside, touch grass. Let me go ahead and get on here.
You get mad over you get mad over stupid shit. You get mad over share button. Oh, why this bitch is sharing it? Why this nigga is sharing it? It's called unfriend. The fuck?
Yeah. Or log off. Like, I encourage people, log off sometimes. Like, if you get on there and you start feeling away, right?
Like, yo, they be getting their feelings too much in the fuck. I be having to look at my screen like 3 times and like, did this thing? I'm like, did he just get nah. just you good. That be killing me all the fucking time with that shit. Like, it's a fucking internet. Y'all bugging. Like, yo, the whole internet is on their period. I swear to God.
It's like you can't. I mean, I got to the point where, like, I'll go and I'll start to make a comment on something, and it could be a positive comment. Yo, I was on some video and I kind of, oh my God, this is adorable. It was like a puppy and some ducks or something like that. It was cute as hell. And somebody commented up under my comment was like, yeah, that dog was most likely drugged to make it look so sleepy. Like that. Like, where did that come from, fam? Like, what part of your brain said drug the dog for the ducks to look like? Come on, man. This is a cute video of a like. Log off, fam. Log off,
they
man.
try so hard to make a positive into a negative so fucking bad. Like, who fucking pissed in your cereal? The fuck?
Right.
Like,
and then if you say that, then they come back and then I mean I'm not going. That'd be the other thing. Them little debates. People want to. They try to get you into something, man. I'll type okay so fast and turn off notifications and log out. Like Dave Chappelle said the realest shit to me. Dave Chappelle said, I don't give a fuck what they said on Twitter because Twitter is not a real place. And I'm like, oh my God, yes. Like this is, you know what I mean? You gotta honestly, last year I started being a little more intentional with it. So like I started getting to the point where like if I'm waiting in line or I'm on an elevator, something boring where you would normally take your phone out and start scrolling just to kind of kill time real quick until you get to where you're going. I started just kind of putting my phone in my pocket and just living in the moment and looking around. And it kind of dawned on me that like it's 2024, but we're still in like 2004, but with better technology. You know what I mean? If you put your phone away and you take the AirPods out and you just look around, stuff hasn't really changed that much over the past 10, 20 years, except technologically. Like we can do more with AI and you got more control on, you know, your phone and your bank accounts and the apps, and you can do delivery and you can have stuff shipped to you overnight and like all that has changed. But the logistics of it, you still got to wait in line. You still got to use the bathroom. You still got to eat at some point throughout the day. You still need somewhere to stay. You still want to spend time with your kids. You know what I mean? You still look at the time from time to time. The time ain't changed. Clocks ain't changed, you know, in 1,000 years. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I feel like more people should just look around, like stop, jump off the phone, look around and really like take note of what's going on around you sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yes. Speak that how I say let's talk about it. Cause shit. The fuck y'all mean? Like y'all don't understand. Like that's the whole point. And that, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, it's called responsibility. Because what the fuck? Like they don't understand that's how it goes. The steps. There is no fucking way you are going to get an easy ticket unless you are born into it. That's the only way that will ever happen.
Gotta push.
There's no fucking. Yes. Your grind is very important as an artist. You have to push yourself. Nobody gonna do it for you. Yeah, you got people that actually is genuine fucking with you, but you know, like I said, people put a price to a lot of shit, and it's like, bruh, that name tag not even legit though. So it's like, who are you, huh? Like, don't put a price to something that you're not even knowing about. You're not even knowing anything about it either.
Yeah.
Like you cannot sit here and have a conversation with me like we do me. If they cannot do that, so what are you doing? What are you doing?
That's the mark of a good, you know, podcast interview. You know, like you get the ones that's just questions, and that's cool. You know what I mean? But you get the ones that turn into just converse. Like it might start out with questions. Maybe they got some questions on hand that they still, you know, shoot to you out. But when it's just a conversation, just talking about stuff, that's when you really, you know, really get to the meat of it. You know what I mean? At some point, I'm a firm believer that if you want to learn something about somebody, you get them talking. Get them talking about themselves. Get them talking about the world around them. Get them talking. Let them run their mouth. And I feel like I've done enough of these. I feel like I've done enough of these to where people can see, you know, I've done started running my mouth and I say anything and we live, so you can't edit nothing out like that. And you know. And I ain't saying nothing terrible, you know what I mean? You know?
Oh, listen, you know how I do on here. You can say whatever the fuck you want to say. You know, this is what it is. We chilling. This is like we actually having a fucking conversation face to face. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's almost the same shit. It's just that it's a screen and shit like that. We not boring. If that's what y'all think, that's not what we do. We chill. We chill. We have a conversation. I ask questions in between conversations. We do our thing. We like. This is what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
That question shit, I don't mind asking questions. I ask questions in a way where y'all comfortable. And, you know, I don't want, if you can't answer it, it's cool with me anyway. We go on to the next, you know, shit. It doesn't matter. We chilling. You know what I'm saying? Be yourself. Do you. We're about to get into this video because we always talk. Me and you always running out of mouths and fuck it. I don't care. Like, you know, like, so don't follow. Don't watch. Because y'all haters always watching. That's okay. I love you too.
For sure.
Yeah, so we're about to get into Potion. Y'all, this song. Potion number 9, y'all. Not number 1. Number 9. This must be something number 9. Let me find out. See, he giving y'all the sensual side of him now. And that's
and shout out to
man. Yes.
shout out to Boo Berry. Shout out to Boo Berry. That's who sang on the track. Like it was more like a duet vibe. You know what I mean? Because she killed it and really set it off. She really, really set it off. You know what I mean? Shout out Dancy Beats. He made the production on there. Dope 2-step vibe. I mean, I love the way the track came out. I feel like I was more so the addition to it. You know what I mean? She said it all. Like I did my rap thing. I killed it. Of course, mine was, you know, bars and everything. But you know, her vocals really brought out the track. You know what I mean? Really pumped it up to the next level.
Yes.
So yeah, shout outs.
That's a definite. I was very intrigued by her collab with you because you just can't collab with just anybody. Sometimes it's fun. You might as well fucking do it as a hobby if that's the case. Because there's no fucking way. You cannot just put anybody on your music. I'm sorry. Especially you're representing yourself. You know what I'm saying? You gotta both want to be able to represent each other. And it has to be a balance. You know what I'm saying? Everything is a balance. Everything is steps, balance. You gotta know what the fuck you're doing. You can't just put everybody on your fucking track because, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just a no-go for me. I study people's music and I try to get comfortable how they will bring it about. So what I do is when I do tracks like that, features and stuff, I'm not sure if you do it too, but I make sure I listen to the music first and I see how the delivery is and how they, you know, the vibes they bring with the music. And I'm like, you know what? Okay, I could fuck with this. If I could see if I could float to it too. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you're supposed to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
So
that's fucking sense. So how y'all got about like how this connection went, and she's dope as fuck. I really told her to hit me up for real. You know?
Yeah, no doubt. So like what happened, I originally had sent her another track first because like I had seen her on Instagram. I forgot how she wound up popping up on my feed or whatever, but like the vocals is just crazy. You know what I mean? So I was like, yeah, I got to work with her. And I hit her, asked if she wanted to jump on the track. She was like, yeah. So I sent her another track that's on my EP called Polynesian Sauce, produced by Wister Dice. And I wanted her to do like a hook on it. But she hit me back and she was real. She was like, I feel like this song don't really need, you know, I feel like it's good the way it is. I feel like it don't really need my vocals. Like she didn't feel like she would be in addition to the track. You know what I mean? She would just be extra vocals on the track that was already good the way it was. And so I was like, okay. So I went back to the drawing board and I really kind of came up with something with her in mind that I was like, I'm definitely, okay, I want her on the track and we're going to do, you know, I'm going to come up with something to where like I'll write my verses and then I'll leave a good amount of space for her to do the hook. She can have a verse and everything. And originally her verse was at the end, but I kind of mixed it up through it and, you know, did some rearranging and stuff and put it in the middle. But it's like you were saying how how you wasn't used to sending the tracks off and everything. That's pretty much how I do a lot of my features. Like a lot of the tracks that I have with features on them, that's how we do it. You know, I shoot it through the email, let them know what I want on there, and you know, they kill it and shoot it back. And I tell people all the time, I be knowing what I'm doing. Like when I pick a feature, I know what I'm going for when I pick that feature. You know what I mean? And then when they come in, they're like, "Yo, she really set the track off." Like, yeah, I know, because if it was just me on this track, it would be good but not great. You know what I mean? It would be dope, but it's the vibe of the track. You need some melody on there. You know what I mean? Like I got bars, but I can carry a tune a little bit, but I can't sing. You know what I mean? So I was like, yeah, we need a vibe on this one. I got tracks. This guy, one of the tracks is the favorite right now is called Eat, featuring XLTAOP, and people are like, yo, she killed it. And she, you know, because I knew when I hit her up, because I knew I was gonna bar it out, and I knew I needed a chick on there that was gonna come behind. You can't come behind on the second verse and be lazy and, you know, Dr. Seuss the rhymes. I need somebody that's gonna bar it out, and I knew she was gonna be able to do it. So when I pick a feature, I already kind of have a sound in mind of what I want it to sound like, what I want it to be, what I want the track to be about, and what the vibe and how I want it to feel. And so when I hit somebody up and I'm like, yo, I want you to be on the track. And there's been times, there was this one track called Explicit that I was working on. And I wanted this one chick on there, and keeping it real, her price was outside of my budget. I couldn't afford her to keep it real. So I was just like, okay, that's cool. You know, let me, maybe later on down the road when I get my stuff together, we could, you know, revisit. But right now, it's just outside of the range. You know what I mean? And it be like that sometimes. And so that track is really unfinished because I can't hear nobody else on that track. Like I pretty much, when I was writing the track, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get her on this track. And so now that happens a lot of the times. Like if I have a feature in mind and for whatever reason I can't make it happen, they can't do it, they not feeling the track, whatever the case may or may not be, the track will probably be unfinished because I have that feature in mind and I can't really hear anybody else on there. I can't hear me just slapping a hook in another verse on there or finding somebody else. It was just, it's kind of crafted a certain way.
No, I actually, that's how you gotta do it though. It makes sense. Because a lot of shit people do don't make sense to me anymore. And it's like when you explain things like that, it's supposed to make sense, you know. And I'm about to play the video because that video is way good. That shit is dope. Y'all don't understand. Let me see if I could.
Oh yeah, shout out Gypsy Hustle. She was the co-star. That was the lady in the video, Gypsy Hustle. She came through and did it and really killed it.
Hold on, let me I don't think the sound is on. Is it on? Let's see. Put it there. My bad, y'all. Hold on, because this video is dope, and I'll mute myself real quick so that way you guys can hear it. You don't have to hear the sound in the background and shit. So here we go. This Love Potion number 9 by Fat. We here, y'all. We here. I hope y'all like it. Subscribe to his shit, y'all. Subscribe, support. Let's go.
If you feel it, then I need to know. Love Potions number 9. If you feel it, then I need to know. Love Potion. When's the last time? Dressed to the 9, everything shine. Come alive in the nighttime. Sipping that wine, roses, taking our time. Poses, mine all mine, chosen. Do your 2-step one time, then hold it. Do your 2-step 2 times if you living your life like it's golden. Let's get closer, let's get cozy. Rest your shoulders, stress you holding. Let things go, let's find an ocean. Dip your toes in. Yeah, refresh your soul. It's X's and O's. You live and you learn. That's questions and goals. The ups and downs, the yeses and nos. The cucks and clowns, the X's and O's. The background, tell me what I need to know. Second round, I like my tequila cold. Yeah, if you feel it, then I need to know, baby. If you feel it, then I need to know, mama. If you feel it, then I need to know, If you feel it, then I need to.
Love potion. Now you telling me you are mine. Love potion.
If you feel it, then I need to know, baby. If you feel it, then I need to know, mama. If you feel it, then I need to know, If you feel it, then I need to.
I've been feeling you all over me, can't stop, won't stop. I'm loving this energy. I'm loving what you're doing to me. Baby, how you get me going crazy.
You ain't gotta worry about them, baby, we winning. Crush linen, shitting on all these other women. Just kidding, you a dime to all these pennies. I'm smitten, looking at you like sky's the limit. And the symmetry is crazy, the energy amazing. The chemistry is hotter than blazes, you don't gotta chase it. Ain't nothing about it basic, off to the races. I catch a couple court cases, nothing to play with. That other shit in poor taste, stuck in the majors. We let them other boys hate, then up in the pavement. Other bitches for the streets, they come from the pavement, If you feeling me, then say it, yeah. If you feel it, then I need to know, baby. If you feel it, then I need to know, mama. If you feel it, then I need to know, If you feel it, then I need to.
The liquor really hit me. She's feeling good to me. Honestly, you got what I need. One sip was all it ever took. Now you got me hooked.
Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed it, make sure you subscribe, like, share, comment, tap that little bell icon so you're notified first. You know, all the good algorithm stuff. Stay tuned.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you heard that right. Y'all better like, share, comment, all that good shit. All that good shit. Shout out to you. Shout out to the production. Shout out to shout out to the girl Donna. Shout out to her. Yes, hit me up for real. Like, I like
for sure.
her vibe. Like, tell her she got more music. Send it. I'll promote it. Whatever the case is. Y'all. And also keep sending me flyers and shit. You know how we do. You know, I'll promote it. Whatever. Just put I'll put my own details. What now I'm doing is that if you want me for a different type of details, just put it in the, with the photo. You can either email it to me or DM it to me, and then you got my number. So, don't be a stranger with that. Just like, here, yo, V, this is going on, put this, and I'll put that, and I'll put my own hashtags. And then if you have your own personal hashtag, just tell me, and I'll put it in there too. So, yeah, we gotta support each other. That's support, y'all. Can we all say it together? Support.
Support. Yay.
Yay! That's what you call support, y'all. If you don't know, now you know. Words by Biggie Smalls.
Sure. Late great.
Yes. So, it's a lot that's going on with you, and then showcases you got going on too. Like, I see you getting more into trying to get back into that and so forth. Like, what's next for you, and otherwise, what's next for you, and what's your advice to people that are just starting? Because the people that are just starting, the people that are just already there and they still in the same bullshit, it's like, I don't know what advice you want to give them, but you do you. The floor is yours. Let's go.
So first was what's next. I'm working on growth. Like I'm working on. I got to learn marketing. Like honestly, that's one of my weak points. Um, I'm not even gonna say marketing. I just got to work on my reach. You know what I mean? I got to work on my impressions and all that. Get it out to more people. I kind of do wind up promoting to my same circle over and over. So my goals, and what's next is learning that. I'm good for learning stuff. I'm all about knowledge. And if I can't learn it, then eventually I guess I will reach out to whoever's necessary to help me out with that. Like you said, there's a price on everything, so I'm expecting that to cost, but I definitely try to learn as much as I can on my own first. So that's what's next on that end. As far as what's next musically, it could all be so simple. EP in June coming. My first performance of 2024, March 2nd at the Artist Block in Greensboro, North Carolina. My first out of state is going to be Newark, New Jersey, April 13th. I'm trying to put together like a whole little mini tour thing. So, if you really on the East Coast in that area in one of them states, hit me up. Let's talk. You know what I mean? Let's figure out the logistics. I'm trying to do Florida and NYC too, but we still working that out. March 30th, I'm doing my online concert, Jam online concert. This will be like the 6th or the 7th installment since 2020. Putting that together. That's going to be, again, online. I don't really plan on charging or nothing like that. If you just want to tune in, it's going to be a dope concert. I'm going to get a few artists. Pretty much what you was talking about, except more virtual. I'm going to have, the artists come through. I might have a few little people come through. Not like a whole big crowd, but just enough to have like an in-studio audience type deal going on. And we're going to rock out. We're going to have some food, just have a good time and broadcast online. So, definitely tune in. To the viewers that's watching this right now or later, definitely tune in. Like I said, it's going to be March 30th. We're still working out the time frames and everything. But, of course, we're going to start telling you about it real soon, especially if it's March 30th. You're probably going to start hearing about it March 1st on my end. So stay tuned for that. Album release show, the venue is locked, but that's still very early in the planning stages. But again, that's called It Could All Be So Simple. That's the EP. It might turn into an album if I get them other 2 tracks on there. Shout out my producer core. Shout out my tribe. You know who you are. If you're not sure if it's you, it probably ain't. Because if it is, I definitely have let it be known. Shout out everybody listening, everybody watching. Shout out to you, Bossy V, Voices of an Artist, for having me on. We definitely like family. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm living the life, man. Like I might not be, the ballinest artist and everything, but I'm definitely, enjoying the little lifestyle or whatever. Trying to hit the road and do more performances and get some merch out. Check out my merch line. I got a sale going on right now on the website on Heartbreak merch. We got caps. A mug is new. It goes up to 20 ounces. That turned out to be kind of important for a couple people that I know personally. That you can get a mug that can hold that much caffeine in it at one time. So yeah, get that. Yeah, it's a 20% off sale going on right now. I try not to do too much plugging on there. I do graphic design, like I said, like I did the banner behind me. You know what I mean? If you the cover art, I shot Love Potion #9. You know what I mean? Of course, I had some help because I can't shoot myself, so I had somebody helping me on that note. But I did, the editing, color grading, all that stuff. So. Reach out to me, man. Talk to me, hit me up. I'm not stuck up. I'm not snobby. If you reach out to me and say what's up, I'm gonna speak back. Now I'm gonna keep it real. I'm socially inconsistent. That's something I say, and I even put that on my dating profiles. You might not hear from me all the time, every time, but I'm gonna definitely hit you back. You know what I mean?
There you go.
So,
I'm the same way. I try my best to hit up everybody, but y'all gotta understand we have a life.
Yeah. sometimes you're gonna have to wait
it's
24
not
to 48 business
consistency.
hours.
Like everybody be for real, like yo, if you ever see me on my phone, and it's only because I'm doing business. Like I'm never. I don't. I like texting. Yes, I like the texting and calling on the phone. It's all Gucci, but I'm a loner, so it's for loners. We're not consistent like that. We're gonna give you, the attention, but chill.
For real.
Like, so you understand us, because this is who we are. It's not we're doing this purposely. It's just this is how we find peace for ourselves. So
The balance.
yes, you gotta have some type of balance in the world, like the fuck. And that's really dope. Shout out to you. You've been really supportive of me, and I adore you. You've been doing your shit, and I'm so proud of you. And there's a lot of things that's gonna come your way continuously. Just keep doing what you do. Don't let nobody tell you different. Don't. I know sometimes we all second guess everything. That's gonna happen. That's natural. You're human. But you got this. You got this. You can push yourself, and I want you to continue to push yourself. And I have a feeling that your son's gonna end up taking your throne in a way where he's gonna end up collabing with you in a business. Like, I feel like there's a business coming with him and you, like a father and son thing. And I think that would be really dope. Because I'm trying to do that with my kids too. My 9-year-old, we're actually doing a lip gloss collection, and she's actually the CEO of that. So, yeah, so it's gonna be really dope. It's coming out. It's supposed to come out this month, but when it comes to things, it has to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? Especially the product. I cannot tell you this. Nothing is rushed that comes out good. I'm sorry, I hate to break it to y'all. You rush it, it's not going to come out well. And the fact that you take time in anything that you do, whether it's your music, your writing, your craft, your business, merchandise, it takes time to get shit done because you do not want problems. Okay?
Yeah.
So, being that said, it's gonna be coming out soon. So yeah, I feel like that's for you. I think that's what's gonna happen. I get the vibes. He may not be, tweaking a lot of things, but that's okay because he could be. He's the only one, and he's the only one, and him and God is the only two people that can say shit. Anybody else? Oh, and you yourself.
Right. Yeah.
Anybody else?
And I try to make it.
You read that.
One of my goals is to definitely try to make it, to where the work that I'm doing now can be like retrofitted to something else. You know what I mean? So like maybe he wants to do music. You know what I mean? So you could take what I have learned and put together and apply it to that. Or maybe you want to, I don't know, build cars. You know what I mean? So you could take at least pieces of what I have and put it to that and help move you along a little bit further. Or if you want to, I don't know, anything, you want to be an astronaut, you know what I mean? You could take little pieces of what. So I'd like to leave it. I'm trying to at least compile everything into a way that maybe after he gets a little bit older and can understand stuff and everything, maybe he can look at it and it's like, maybe not step by step because things change, times change and everything like that, but bits and pieces, you could be like, okay, that's a good marketing scheme that you came up with. It might have took you until 2026 to get it right. You know what I mean? But now it's, 2045 and he's old enough, he could take it and build on it and add to it. So I definitely want to leave a legacy, and I definitely want to leave some pieces and some information and stuff that he can really use in life. You know what I mean?
I could see that. I could see all that happening, and I get that vibe that that's gonna happen because it could be anything. It don't have to be music. It could be something else. You never know. He could be a lawyer or something. Like the fuck, he could be anything. Anything he sets his mind to. All kids, everybody could be who they want to be. You just gotta want it. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely can see you're gonna be a good supporter to him because look how you are. Like you're dope. You're awesome. And I commend you as a dad. You know, it takes a lot. Yes, again, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna stress it enough. Men go through the same bullshit we go through. There's no fucking he's better, she's better. It's none of that bullshit. They go through the same shit. The mental abuse, the mental overthinking, the emotions. They go through it. They may not, put it out there like us females. You gotta understand that they're men. Men are supposed to be the what you call them, the kings and providers, even though we provide too. But the point is that they go through shit, and he's human, and you can't judge him. Only God and His Son can say shit. Y'all can't say nothing. I'm just saying, y'all know. Yes, and last but not least, you were speaking on the internet bullshit. Like you don't really take. It's like a gift. It's like a curse and a blessing at the same time.
Love, hate,
love and hate. Being that said, love and hate, because you definitely do not fall into the bullshit that be going on when it comes to the politics. Politics can really get you irritated. You just be feeling. So,
but that's why. I mean, honestly, that's a great question, and low key, that's why I am where I am with it now, because I spent a lot of times previously getting into debates and comment sections and winding up in Facebook jail 30 days back to back, to the point where my page was unusable. I mean, I've had all that happen, and it really got to the point where I started kind of looking at the whole thing objectively as possible, at least while still using it at ground level. But looking at it like this is, I remember what it was when it first came out, when you had the little chat boards and the little instant messengers, you know what I mean? And it was more like democratic. People were talking about all kinds of stuff, but everybody wasn't trying to slay everybody else. You know what I mean? You just, unless you said something totally stupid, you know what I mean? If you said something positive, people will respond that way. Or and there were trolls and everything, but like, it seems like now the internet overall is a little more dark of a place. And so the way I kind of mitigate all that is you really gotta look at it objectively. You can't look at it like this is life, you know what I mean? Or this is make or break for you, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you can delete whatever comment, you can block whatever page, you could log out, you could take your whole page down. Like, it's tomorrow, there could not be I'mTheFatBoy.com. I could shut that down right now if I wanted to. So you got to kind of look at it like that. You got to look at it like, at the end of the day, it's fleeting. You know what I mean? All these little debates people having, talking about Kim Kardashian and Donald Trump, and you know what I mean? It's these are little things in the scheme of the world that's going on around you, and they seem so huge because everybody's at each other's throat about it. But realistically, Joe Biden and Donald Trump, they regular people just like you, a regular person. They just got more money and they on TV more, and they got, like, I don't know, man. You can't put so much stock into that stuff. And like I've been saying this whole time, there's times when I get online and I'm in a good mood and I'll start feeling sour, and that's when I know I need to log off, because it's not me feeling sour about me. It's not me you know, because if I log off, life is pretty good. Like I ain't rich, I ain't balling, but I have shelter. There's food in the refrigerator. My son's healthy. I'm losing weight. I'm healthy. I just started a new job. Like there's positivity going on around me to where you can see and be thankful and be grateful for. So then if I'm scrolling online and I start feeling like, oh, don't nobody fuck with my music, well, now it's time to log off. You know what I mean? And even there are times where I will take whole social media breaks and delete the app off my phone for however long I feel like. You know what I mean? You really just can't. You just can't live and die by social media. I know it seems like, oh, if you're not on social media all day, every day, you missing out. You're not. They're still gonna be there. They're still gonna be up there talking about 50-50. They still gonna be up there talking about podcast bros and passport bros, and they still gonna be up there talking about Lizzo is 2 this and Spider-Man 2 the video game, and you know they still gonna be up there talking about the same shit when you come back a month from now, 6 months from now. It's gonna be the same internet. It's gonna be an algorithm, likes and shares and comments, and you know what I mean. It's gonna be the same thing. So you can't live. And there was a time where I did live and die by that shit. You know what I mean? Where it was like, oh, this person said this on my post. This person said my music was trash on this comment. Now I'm thinking about this shit all day. Man, this is one person in New Zealand that don't know you as a human being and heard this one clip of this 15 seconds of this song and they didn't like it and they said that, and it ain't that big a deal, bro. Because Bossy V fuck with your shit. You know what I mean? Because you got a small tribe of people that fuck with your shit. So, you know, it ain't like your shit just ass. This person just didn't like you. And I don't know. So I try to take a lot of that stuff with a grain of salt on social media, man. It's a tool, it's to be used. I get a lot of use out of it. I made a lot of good connections and some good friends on social media. So I'll never be like, oh, it's pointless, but it ain't no reason for me to debate Donald Trump or Joe Biden. I don't believe in either one of them motherfuckers. Keep it real. So I ain't gonna go back and forth.
Talk about it. What?
So I'm not gonna argue with you about it.
Listen, I don't give a fuck. I don't vote. I don't vote. I don't vote, and I don't give a fuck anybody feels some type of way about it, because at the same time, you have to understand, when I feel like I'm not safe, I'm not gonna do something I don't want to do. Always voting for the wrong motherfuckers. That's the problem. Y'all got finesse the words. Oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. No, what you really want to say, oh, I'm gonna charge you more in your taxes, and I'm just gonna fuck you over with your family. Yeah, that's what you want to tell me. Okay? I don't vote because of that reason. They bullshit.
Wow.
Because you know it's always saying money talks, bullshit walks. And I'm not the one you're gonna try to play. I don't do that. Like, if you here for my country, if you're supposed to represent a country, a state, or whatever the fuck you gotta do, be that. Please be that. Like, I'm getting tired of hearing the bullshit, you know?
Right. And without getting too political, because I don't like to get too political, but for me, I just feel like I believe in the country. You know what I mean? I do believe in this country, but the administration, you know what I mean? Overall, just it's too much or not enough at the same time. So I definitely believe in the country. I definitely, you know, believe in the ingenuity and the people of the country and the idea and the concept of the country. But the execution and the people behind it at the head and at the steering wheel right now, both sides or all three sides, however you want to look at it, it ain't where it's at. You know what I mean? I need to see something from them, but other than that, USA, you know what I mean?
I'm just tired of that shit. It's like, y'all weird. That's the only name I could give them, is they weird.
Yeah, it's too much smiling for the camera and scandals and all. Like, man, let's get back to the issues. Like, what are we really doing? Like, I don't know, man. Like I said, I don't like to get too political. My stuff get real unpopular.
Yeah, I don't like to either, because that be irritating me. That shit be irritating me. That's why I don't be talking about it sometimes. Even though I say let's talk about it, But trust me, that shit
Yeah.
be getting me eerie. Like you like I'll be
And then
like
people,
looking at the screen, my newsfeed is type of bullshit, and I'm like, bruh, you just got
people, man,
signed. But
oh
don't
man,
know, like what? Nah, like y'all weird. Like get it together. Like it's just like people that you got people worrying about the pettiest shit, and you got people that are not worried about the real shit. And then they want to. It's like it's a back and forward thing. Always, it's always a debate, regardless if it's elections or it's like some other bullshit. Like y'all weird.
and the thing is,
You know, and
everybody's not
I
going
don't.
to think 100% alike. Like everybody, even the people in the same camp, even the people with the same ideologies, you're gonna have different views. You're gonna have different perceptions. You're gonna have different opinions. You gonna have different experiences. Like the list goes on. So it's like even though you voted for the same person, that don't mean you and this person can sit and drink a beer together. That don't mean y'all can hang out and enjoy each other's company. Y'all just this is the person y'all got behind. And I think a lot of people forget that because
Well,
everybody got their own
mhm,
thoughts and agendas and ideas. Like it's gonna
mhm.
look different for everybody. So I don't know, man. It's like I said, I wanted to get back to the country. You know what I mean? Don't let it be about, oh well, you voted for this person or oh you this
Mhm,
color, red, blue, all that. Like, man, that ain't important, man. What's going on with the country?
mhm.
Y'all worried about red and blue, and I'm worried about red, white, and blue. Like, what's going on with the whole? Everybody is in this. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? This ain't black versus white. This ain't,
Yes.
this is we all in this country, bro. If the boat go down, it don't matter
You
what race
forgot.
you
It's
is in the water. Yeah.
Monday's supposed to be President Day, right? Monday's President Day, right? So it's like, who are they really honoring? You know, that's what questions my mind
That's a
sometimes. Like, who are
question.
you really
Right.
honoring? Like, who are you honoring? Because I don't see you honoring the history of president.
Right.
There's a reason why it was called President's Day. What's the history behind it? Y'all tend to forget what it is, and it's like they forget a lot of shit. Music, they forget the purpose of what it is, and it's the same thing with politics. They forget who they are once they get that power. They abuse their fucking power too much, and I don't be feeling that at all. And it's like conversations like that are important. You know, it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
y'all
But people got
do
to be
too much.
open.
You know, and it's
You got to be open though.
yes,
Like you can't.
yes.
You don't got to agree. You do not have to agree with everybody. You do not have to agree with anything. You can have your own opinions, but at the same time, you at least if it turned into arguing, that's all it's gonna ever be. That's all it's ever gonna be. Oh well, you go from talking about the infrastructure. You know what I mean? This bridge is collapsing. There's potholes all over the place. Public transportation is the worst. Is the worst in some developed nations, and it's like y'all arguing over which color candidate. Like, oh well, Joe Biden this and Donald Trump that and Obama this and Hillary that. Man, these are regular people, bro. What's going on with these roads? What's going on with these
Yeah.
railways? What's going on with these bus systems, fam? What's going on with the homeless population, fam? What's going on with the housing crisis, fam? Like y'all, everything but what is important.
Yeah, they just get it's like it's just wild. Like it's just like, bruh, what? Like I'll be like, that's why I'll be like, yo, y'all do too much. And it's like I could never sit here like how we do with certain people and have that conversation with because it will be just like that. It'll be just like that. Because it's like it's not even a debate really. It's just a conversation. You know, you gotta see what people's mind is at sometimes and to have an intellectual conversation besides just music, you're human. So we're having a human conversation.
Right.
You know, we chilling, we here, we vibing. You know, it's been, we always
Oh,
chopping, and we're gonna chop up more. And I don't think I'm going over my tongue, but I don't care. We always chilling.
I'm on
Shout out
1%
to
though.
you.
I just realized.
Yeah,
I just looked at my
you
phone. I'm
about
on
to be out. See, good thing I caught it. So yeah, it's been real with you. Shout out to you. Fact, follow him. The Instagram is right there on my screen. You can follow him, and this will be up on YouTube and other places. I think I got Twitch on here as well. We're expanding. We're trying new things with the podcast, and stuff like that. And I want everybody to be able to collab with it. I want y'all to come. This is y'all home. Like chill. Let's chill. And I adore you. It's been real. Blessings to you and your family, and
sure.
your growth in your music. You've been super dope. I appreciate you, your friendship, your business, and it means a lot to have both because it's very rare, and I appreciate you. Just know that, and you always welcome to come here and bring whoever you want to bring because I got extra on here. I got like 10 people in this bitch, and we good. It's a conversation. We chill. You know what I'm saying? You know who I am, y'all. Bossy motherfucking be in the building. Go ahead, do your shout outs, do your Instagram real quick, because
Oh yeah, real quick, real easy. I'm thefatboy.com. That's where you can find everything. I'm thefatboy.com. I don't know if you can see it on the banner behind me. I'm thefatboy.com. That's where you can find all the music, shows, artwork, services, merch. You can find all my website stuff on there, like my social medias. If you go to imthefatboy.com/contact, it's got all my Instagram. But really, all that is I'm the Fat Boy. Instagram, I'm the Fat Boy. Facebook, I'm the Fat Boy. Twitter, I'm the Fat Boy. TikTok, I'm the Fat Boy. So I mean, yeah, Google, I'm the Fat Boy, and my stuff will pop up. Something of mine will pop up on the front page. Guarantee. So I'm the Fat Boy. I'm the Fat Boy. I'm the Fat Boy. This really, you can find out everything from there. I'm just trying to wrap
it's
it up real
everything
quick
I'm a
before
fat boy,
oh,
y'all. If y'all know, I'll be tagging. Yes. Yes, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Y'all follow him. Y'all follow me. Bossy V in the building. You know what to do. However, you want some promos or whatever the case is, I support everybody. Support is free. I don't ask for much. We chilling. That's all it is. It's a vibe. Y'all know what it is. Get with it. Get the 9. You know what to do. Unfollow. I don't give a fuck. Like, we about to be out. Remember what I said? Utilize your voice. Vocalize yourself. Always take time for yourself. Mental health is very important. You need shelter, seek shelter. Always go to your local listings, please, or I could try to help you get those local listings. It's important to really self-care yourself. All right? It's been real. We out. Later. Bye.